Hi everybody. Today we're going to do a look for New Year's Eve. So it's going to be a little sexy, it's going to be a little sparkly. So if that's not what you're in the mood for, this probably isn't the right video for you. But if you do want to go all out, why not? Especially if you're a mature woman. I have a friend who is same age as me approximately, in her 60s, and she says, whenever I go out, I feel invisible. Well, why? You don't have to feel invisible if you don't want to. You can put on your makeup like the young ladies do. You can put on your jewelry and add a little sparkle, and you can wear something sexy if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. But if you feel like you want to wear something a little shorter, a little tighter, a little more low cut, there's no law that says you can't. I know there's kind of a big push for us all to be super classy, and I think most of the time it's a great idea. But I think sometimes it's okay for us to let our hair down and sparkle and shine and be a little sexy if we feel like it. So I am giving you permission, ladies. I love you. You go for it. Okay, here we are. So I've already put it on my skincare. I'm going to take this Christopher Buckle foundation stick, and it's nice and creamy, and I'm just going to kind of put it all over in little stripes. There we go. And I'll blend it in. And it does take a little time to blend. It's very creamy and it's very decadent. But one thing I found about stick foundations, and it doesn't really matter what kind you use, is you have to use a little more effort blending than you do with a liquid or a powder makeup. But you do get more coverage, and I feel like it's more long lasting. So I feel like it's worth that little bit of extra time, a little bit of extra blending to make it look really smooth and really pretty. Okay, so as you can see, there's really no line at the jaw. Blends in just great. And I'm ready for my next step, which is going to be my concealer. This is a concealer from Skinn. And as I'm putting it on, I just wanted to say something. I was with my son's girlfriend not too long ago, and we were at Sephora, and one of the really cute little makeup artists was helping her with her makeup. And she said, I really can't learn much about applying makeup with YouTube, because basically they go too fast. They're just like, this is what I'm using, and I tend to do that too. And so if this feels like it's too fast for you, I understand. I would suggest maybe going someplace like Sephora or to the counter of your favorite makeup at Nordstrom's or Macy's and asking one of the ladies to help you, because they'll tailor everything to you and they'll take their time. But basically also with YouTube, don't feel like you have to get the same exact products. You don't have to get the same foundation that I'm using. You don't have to get the same concealer. Just do colors that work for you and kind of look at what I'm putting on, which would be a foundation, a concealer, a blush, eyeshadow, mascara, yada, 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 and choose things that you have that will work for you. They don't have to be the exact same. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to use this Laura Geller blush, and it is in Malibu. So I'm going to take a blush brush and just kind of pop that on my cheeks. And I like this color because it's nice and rosy. Now, if you have a darker complexion, obviously, you're going to be using a darker foundation, maybe like a mocha, and instead of a pink blush, you might be using a wine-colored blush. If your skin is very fair, obviously you're going to be using a porcelain type foundation and a very sheer pink blush. So you can adjust this to what works for you. Now, instead of using a regular highlighter, I'm going to use another Laura Geller blush, if I can get it open. My nails. There it is. Okay, so you can see this is a really gold, orangey blush. It's called Golden Apricot. It's got a little red, a little pink, a little orange, a little gold, and I'm going to use that instead of a highlighter. So I'm going to use the same blush brush that I was using and just a tiny bit along my cheekbones because I want a little gold shimmer. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And I'm going to do it a little bit over my eyebrows too, and above and below my lips, just to kind of see how that works. And then I'm also going to use the same color kind of as a sculptor. And then I'm going to take everything and just blend it together. So that's a little unconventional, I know, but it's kind of what I'm going for today. I want something kind of warm and a little more glowy than usual. So I am going to skip any finishing powder or, you know, any other type of highlighter and go right onto my lips. And today I'm using lip dye from Skinn. The reason I like this for a party or an evening out is it lasts a long time. It goes on very cool and it feels very liquid. But what I like about it is that even though it's a lip stain, it doesn't go all over the place. It pretty much stays where you put it, so you don't have to be too careful. I hate that feeling like you're worried that it's gonna go outside your lip line and then it's permanent. What are you gonna do? It's not like that. It's easy to apply. And this is a Marilyn Miglin lip gloss in kind of a gold berry color. I've sort of worn out the name of it by holding it. But basically I used a berry lip dye or lip stain and a berry lip gloss. And I do like a lot of gloss. If you don't, that's fine too. Just put a little in the center or just skip the gloss. Some people look really great with a matte lip. I don't feel like I look that good with a matte lip, and I like a shiny lip. So I use quite a bit of lip gloss. All right, now we're gonna move on to eyebrows. This is my Gimme Brow by Benefit, and it sort of works like mascara for your eyebrows. You just kind of touch it on to your brows, going the way that they grow, and then you just kind of shape them afterwards with a little brush. And that is super easy. What is this? I've got a little something up here. Came off the brush. There we go. So my eyebrows are done, and I'm gonna move on to my eyes using this About Time palette from Skinn. And I'm gonna start off with the darkest brown right there. It's almost a gray brown. So I'm gonna put that underneath. Again, if you don't like a liner, if you don't like anything that I'm doing, just skip that step. But I do like a nice bold line sometimes, especially if I'm going out and it's late and it's, you know, gonna be dimly lit. I like kind of a smoky, sexy eye. Why not? It's fun. Have some fun with your makeup. And the beauty of using a powder as a liner is if it doesn't work out the way you want it to, you can just use a Q-tip and kind of clean it up. Sometimes you may need to put a little makeup remover on your Q-tip, but a lot of times you can just use a dry Q-tip and it'll just brush off any excess and you can start again. There we go. So we've started off with a line, and I'm gonna take that same really deep brown color here, and I'm gonna make the top line a little bigger and a little blurrier. Going up almost to the crease. And I'll do it on both sides, kind of going from the outside in. And you'll find sometimes it doesn't apply the same on both sides. Like this side, it seems like the color is depositing a little better. I'm gonna have to go back and do the other side a little more. And I think I've decided to take it up a little higher too. So you just kind of make up your mind as you go along. And it's just makeup, you know, it's like not gonna kill you if you have to remove it and start again if you don't like what has transpired. You can change things. That's another thing. Give yourself a good extra 20 minutes so that you don't feel rushed or pressured when you're doing your eye makeup. Okay, now I'm going to take this kind of creamy color and pop that above. And that's going to be kind of the base for my highlight, which is going to be this pinky shade right here. I'm going to take a lot of that and kind of put that under the brow because it has a little tiny bit of sparkle, not too much, but just a little bit. And I think that looks really pretty. And then I'm going to take some more of that pink on my brush and kind of go out from the inside. So it just slightly lightens the inner portion of my eye right over the other shadow and kind of makes my eyes look a little more wide set. And that is it for my shadow. I hope you like it. Last thing is mascara. This is some Christopher Buckle mascara. And we'll do the underneath ones. And if you want, you can use false lashes. I'm doing mascara. Oops. Getting a little shaky there. I was kind of running into my curlers. And so there we go. We're starting the process here, and we're going to build and build and build and build. Sometimes I like to do a little tiny layer on the tops so that if somebody's looking at you from above, you have plenty of mascara on the top of your lashes. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. There we go. We're almost finished. So I am going to do a third coat now. And I just do the one coat on the bottom. But I just love this effect that I'm getting. I feel like it's making my lashes look thicker and a little more fanned out. Not the same as fake, but pretty good. I'm not a fan of fake lashes. I know they look so good. And one day I'll do a video with the fake lashes, but not today. Okay, so it's getting a little clumpy, but I'm still going. So you just kind of go until you're happy. And you can see that this is sort of clumping up in a way, and I'm trying to sort of separate it with the, there we go. With the wand. Some people use the end of a safety pin. Sometimes I do that, but not too much. It's a little scary. Okay, so now I have to hurry. If you want to see my hair and my outfit, I always do this. I take a long time, and then I have to hurry at the end. So I had my hair in curlers. I heard Isaac Mizrahi say one time that if you want to look nice, concentrate on your hair and your shoes, and everything in between will look fine. And I thought that was so funny because he designs clothing for the most part. He does design shoes and jewelry, but you're gonna see I have some sparkly shoes on. I tried to do a little something with my hair, and hopefully the makeup and the dress will look okay in between if he's right. Okay, so there's the end of that. So we'll just kind of fluff it out. Yay, done. And I'm going to show you my dress. So as you can see, this one is kind of short. It has a little plunging neckline, and I'll let you see my shoes. They are really high and sparkly and really fun. Hope you like them. And I'm going to throw on a coat. And grab a bag. You've seen these before probably. Something festive, something fun. Treat yourself to a sexy night out. You're worth it. Have a wonderful new year. Bye, girls.